Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I need to tell you this story. I'm retelling a story that I just told. It was 8 minutes long. Y'all know I don't like to do no 8 minute long story. Anyway, I'm going to tell one of these stories, and then if you're up, you'll hear the others live. I won't leave them up. I'm doing this thing where folks who are up looking for light, I can try to be something. I had to speak yesterday to over 1,000 educators who were looking for the light. And when we were done, the organizer said to me, the president of the organization said to me, I didn't expect to hear laughter today. I heard none yesterday. I didn't expect to hear laughter. Oh my goodness. I said, well, I still got a workshop. Let's see what happens there. The workshop went deep, deep, and it was powerful. It was so beautiful. I got in the car on the way to the airport to catch another flight to be here for early this morning for another group of important people. People who the world needs, and if they can't find the hope, see the hope, be the hope, things will get rough for everybody. They gotta lift up some stuff. Anyway, I opened my phone and there's a message from someone who was just there, a young trans man who said he was afraid to come out, afraid to be seen, didn't know if he would be able to make it. And he said, I found the hope I need. I'm going to listen to the stories of others. I'm going to listen without judgment. I'm going to look so deeply into their eyes that all I see is a soul. I met a woman on a plane, and she was telling me all the things that had already started, things that were happening throughout the nation on college campuses and in schools. And she was angry, and she was showing me, and she was telling me, and it was getting her upset, and I was starting to go, whoa. She said she saw a sign that said, that she heard about a sign somewhere that said, you're going to be picking my cotton. And she said, can you believe that? I said, yeah, I hear that every time someone says to me, get your cotton picking hands off of me, or my cotton picking hands, or I was slaving all day, or you Jewed them down, or you're an Indian giver. Every time I hear those phrases, it takes something. And she said, oh my God, I never thought about that. She said, truth be told, I didn't start to wake up to all of this until 2016. I said, you know when I woke up to it? She said, when? I said, 1960, the day I was born. She put her head down and I said, wait. We're not going to get through this with your shame. I need you to put down that shame. And she said, how am I going to do it? I said, look at me. She looked at me. I said, no, really look at me. And she looked at me. And I said, I love you. And I see your soul. She said, I see yours too. This thing is my job. It is my calling. I don't expect anybody else to carry this. But the weight is heavy and sometimes burdensome. But it's never burdensome from the folks I expect to act the way they're acting. It's burdensome from the folks I expect to have some light and at least flicker a little bit of it in my face. It's hard, but there's hope. I met a little boy who loved planes. He could tell me the order of accidents on planes from least to worst. He could tell me all the parts. He could tell me what is necessary. He had his own checklist to make sure everything was right on a plane. His mother said, honey, it's okay, don't do that. I said, it's all right. I've been through all of these things and it's fascinating. I called over the pilot. I said, this kid is an airplane geek. That's what his mom called him. I I said, he loves planes. And I said, do you have any wings? He said, I don't think I have any wings, but hold on. And he pulled out his deck of cards. And he started sharing these cards with this kid. The kid turned red. And the mother smiled and said, thank you. And folks were watching and they were like, I don't have those cards. And I said, when you go on the plane, make sure he goes in the cockpit. Make sure he gets more wings. Make sure he knows he's loved. The mother looked at me and said, thank you. There are ways, there are things. Some of you may need a little bit more time. Stay to yourself a little bit. Keep your voice down. Don't shed and spread all the anger and the resentment and the fear. It's contagious, but so is hope. I love you.